Hey guys, welcome back. I am Amber with the Stitchery, and today I have a brand new fabric series for all of your summer and, shall I say, all year stitching goodness. This whole new fabric series encompasses that. So we've got that to talk about. I've got some finishes on this awesome fabric, as well as one whip, and then we'll go over some other finishes that I haven't showed you in a while, or that I had half finished last time. My Vanna isn't here today. She did an awesome job in the last Flosstube for Yankee Doodle Darlings fabric series. She's in school. Like, next week is her last week of school, so today's her last official full week, because next week is kind of a wash. She has a field trip. She's got half a day on the last day, or early release, or whatever they call it. So she's just trying to enjoy it right now, or get through it. I don't know. I think she had a test. I'm not sure. But it was in science. She's not a science fan, so hopefully she does well. But yeah, so it's been crazy here. We're finally done with all sports for now. Like, it starts up in two weeks. We get like a 2-week break. My daughter did awesome in archery. We went to the national competition. She placed, she was in the top 300 in bullseye and in 3D out of like 2,500 kids in one category and 1,600 in the other. These were middle school girls she was competing against. And so she did awesome. And we love going to the national tournament. It's so much fun because you see all the other states and you realize how big archery is. It's in Louisville, and it's so cool because they fill that convention center, and at one time there's like 300 kids shooting like bullseye targets, and then on the other side there's like 200 kids shooting 3D at the same time. Like, it is so cool to see. So I'm very proud of her, and she can retire her middle school jersey, which I think I'm going to turn into a pillow actually, so she can keep it. I need to do that to her elementary school jersey as well. So that's over with. So now she's just going to kind of take some more classes and work on getting her coach's license, for USA archery, not school. So she's doing that. And then, she made her club swim high school team. So that is going to start soon, because she's got to start prepping for high school swim, which is insane. I can't even believe I'm saying the word high school. This week, yeah, so she's got that. And then like this week has been crazy because she had her last middle school choir concert. She's in the honor choir. So she made the freshman honor choir, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so much. And yeah, it's going by way too fast. I can tell you that. Way too fast. So she's not here. I should get to that. So she's not here. She's at school, but the next video, she will be in it because I will need help because there's so much to go over. Exciting things are coming, but this new fabric series we're talking about is super cute and will get you through until the next release. This fabric series is called County Fair. I am just excited about this. It has always been in my head to do kind of a fair fabric series. So this has been in the works for such a long time. I think one of the fabrics we'll talk about I've had for like at least 2 years. I just never had a place to put it out. So now that it's finally here, it's awesome. And so let's just get started. So county fair is what you think it is. It is all of our favorite things from a fair, whether it be county or state, it really doesn't matter. It's all about the same stuff, right? So I grew up going to my Platte County Fair forever. I remember going with my family, extended family, grandparents, uncle, cousins. We would all go, and it was so much fun. And we all have memories and things, and it's just fun. And we've taken my daughter to the fair. I participate every year since I started quilting in the like the craft competitions and stuff. So I've done it for quilts and bags and pillows and cross stitch. So yeah, so the county fair holds a special place in my heart. If you can't get that, it does. That didn't sound right. You know what I mean. It's Friday here, guys. And if you see I look a little glossy, our air conditioning's out, so it's a little hot under these lights. And hopefully we can get that fixed. Hopefully it's fixed by the time I post this. It's getting hot. It is getting hot, and it is early in the morning. So anyway, back to county fair. So this is just a super fun series. This is going to encompass, I think, it covers a lot of different colors and a lot of different types of stitching. This is going to be just a great collection to have as a basic, really, as basics for a colorful basic collection, if you will. Okay, so county fair, let's get started. I'm only showing Ada today just because of time constraints and stuff, but as always, Ada and Opalescent, I'm going to show that, and Linda will be in the shop. If you would like linen, contact the shops I have down below. They purchase from me, and you'll be able to grab some linen from them. So let's get started. Okay, so we're walking into our fair. We have our ticket, and where are we going first? Well, if you're in my family, we're hitting up the food first. So let's do that. I'm not so much, I like the corn dogs and maybe a fried Oreo or two. But my brother and my grandfather loved the funnel cake. Good grief. They loved it. Powdered sugar everywhere. So I wanted to encompass that. So this is funnel cake. It is a great light cream neutral, a light cream brown neutral. It's going to be great really for all year round stitching. White will show up on this. I know it's coming off a little lighter in the video or with the lights here, but white will show up. This is probably the darkest areas here. And yeah, it's really, it looks like funnel cake batter or corn dog batter if you want to go there. But it's a fair fried food batter of some sort. You could call it whatever you want. If you like, the fried Oreos or the fried Twinkies, this is up your alley as well. So great neutral funnel cake. Okay, then next in our food, I had to do it. I've been wanting to do this forever, and this is like the perfect fabric series to do it in. Cotton candy. This is gorgeous. So again, my brother loves cotton candy. Me, not so much. I can take a bite and I'm good. I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm good. And Corbin's the same way as me. But my nephew and my brother, will eat the whole thing. Like, it's insane. But this is cotton candy, and I love cotton candy colors that I just so much that I couldn't just pick just one, so I put them all in. So you've got your purple, you've got your pink, and you've got your blue, and it's all like mushed together, and it's just good. It's just a delicious, sweet fabric. If you like Unicorn Dreams from the Basic Color Series, or if you like Sunset from Pot of Gold, you are going to love cotton candy. I will just say that. You're gonna love it. So here that is. And white will pop off of this, and I'll show you a finish here in a bit. All right, so we've hit up the food. Next, it's time to see the exhibitions, right? So we're walking along and we're gonna hit up a barn. And it's gonna be whitewashed wood. This is our 6th wood design fabric that I have created. This might look familiar to you. Fat Quarter Shop, they have been selling it for a while. Now I have added it to the County Fair series. It seemed the most appropriate place for it, so now you can grab it in my shop as well. But whitewashed wood, it's a great neutral if you are just wanting a little bit of distressing, a little bit of an oomph to your white fabric. It's not overpowering at all. And also what you see, this is the 10 by 12, what you see as far as the plank size, that will be the same in the 10 by 12 as you see in the 14 by 16 size and the 16 by 20 size. So this is whitewashed wood. So we've got our barns, we're walking in them, and we see all of the competitions. The favorite pie, favorite quilt, or best quilt, best cross stitch, all of the cool crafts and showing off of the creativity of the community around you. I love walking in and seeing all that stuff. It is amazing to me how much detail people and like the work that goes into it. So every year I stand in line to, enter my stuff, and I listen to the people around me. And I was listening one year to a lady who was entering a flower arrangement, and her flower arrangement was gorgeous and it was beautiful. And it was like wildflowers, and it was just gorgeous. I can't even explain. It had cattails in it, and they were awesome. Well, I overheard her talking to her girlfriend, and she was like, well, I was on my way here. I thought the piece was finished, but I saw some cattails on the side of the highway, and I had to grab them. So those cattails that I was looking at, she had just thrown in there. She pulled off the side of the highway, faithfully, thank you, and added them to her display, which so awesome. I love it. So that's funny. I love just seeing all of the stuff. And if you haven't, you've like pondered, entering into the county fair, just do it. It's so much fun. It's so cool to see, and you never know. Like, I entered a bunch of stuff. I had no idea, and I ended up placing. Like, it's amazing. And you get to see other people's work. You get to see kids. Like, one of my daughter's friends, they weren't friends at the time. They didn't know each other until they got to middle school. But I would see her all the time coming in as a little kid with like carts of like dolls she made, pillows, quilts. This kid can sew. Like, it's insane. And she would just clean up at the fair. It's awesome. She does such an amazing job. And she actually, she made her own dress for the 8th grade dance. So that shows you how talented this kid is. Like, it's amazing. So I always love finding out what Darby, this little girl, is working on from Corbin, because it's amazing. The kid's amazing. It's so cool. But back to, sorry, I'm getting off track, but we can talk about the fair for days. So we're in the best of the competition tent, and we see blue ribbon. Now, if you thought my blue heaven from the basic color series was blue, this outranks it by 1,000,000%. This is as royal, as bright, as shocking blue as you can get. I love this. It is so awesome. It will be great for your winter stitching. White pops off this guy. Red would look really pretty on this. Ribbon red, like bright red. This would be great for beach stitching, summer stitching, like yellows and sunflowers and bees. Gorgeous on here. I would go light green floss if I were you on this, because it is so like, right? Or maybe like a super, super dark green. I would not go middle of the road green on this, because it might clash a little bit, but come on. This is a blue ribbon for blue ribbon, I think. So, okay. And then we've passed that. We have our blue ribbon, and we're going to see more things. We've seen, let's see, you can see the farm animals, the biggest pumpkin, the biggest tomato, all sorts of stuff. Now, as you walk in, you might be seeing some butter. And this is Butter Cow. And this is in honor of my husband, Keith, who is from Iowa. And you pretty much can't live in the state of Iowa without going to the Iowa State Fair. I couldn't marry into the family without going to the Iowa State Fair, pretty much. It's like the thing you have to do to be with any person from Iowa, apparently. It's a thing. And they're serious about it. So this is their wonderful, in honor of their wonderful Butter Cow, which when Keith first told me about it, I thought, oh, okay, that's like small. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be the size of a cow. It's really, really cool. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. Like, Iowa State Fair is awesome. Like, after being at the Iowa State Fair, I want to go see like California and Texas and all the other like huge state fairs. But yeah, so Butter Cow, I love seeing the Butter Cow every time we go. It's just fun. So this fabric is buttery yellow and creamy. I love the textures. It's like you're running your knife through soft butter. I love it. This is great for your spring stitching, your summer stitching. White, I would say don't do like a full white piece on here. I would not recommend like stitching how the super cute white geeses? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Those super cute goose images. Why can't I say it? Oh, it's been a day, guys. I would not stitch a full white piece on here because it's just gonna like it's so light, and especially on the Linda, it's gonna be light. I would just be cautious of that. Any other color, go for it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna rock on this Butter Cow fabric. So there you go. And then last but not least, we're gonna get to the entertainment of the fair. And I just would like to say and announce that you are in the presence of royalty right here. I was Little Miss Platte County 1984 and I believe in 1986 as well. So I was 2 and 4 years old at the time. royalty. Can't you tell? I'm just memeing with royalty. And with that, I made Beauty Queen. This is a super, super bright pink, darker than watermelon. If you're familiar with that from our summer fruit series, it's darker than watermelon, but has that same like pink to it. I also added hints of orange in here just to like break it up so it wasn't just a solid pink. But very, very cool. This would be awesome for like monochromatic stitching. White's gonna pop off this. Spring stitching. Now, that white goose I said wouldn't work on Butter Cow will totally work on Beauty Queen. You could stitch a Beauty Queen goose if you wanted. So, very cute. Let's see, I think my brother was Little Mr. Platte County. He was born in 85. I want to say 87. I think he won when he was 2. I put Corbin in it. This is a funny story. I put Corbin in it. I was so excited. She had a little dress. I wanted her to continue the tradition and all that stuff. We got there, and because her name is Corbin, it's not a typical girl name, they put her with the boys. So I had to say, no, hold up, she's a little girl. So they put her at the back of the line. She didn't even get on stage, poor baby. She was like standing on the steps. So she didn't get fully seen or anything, poor thing. But she had a blast. I think she got a stuffed animal out of it. But yeah, so that's funny. We've had problems with that so much in the past with they don't believe Corbin's a girl. So, which, whatever. But it's fine. She's used to it now. We always tell her there's only room for one Corbin, and that's you. So try to hype her up. But so that is Beauty Queen. And then my last fabric is for the tractor pull entertainment. There's all sorts of tractor stuff, rodeo stuff at the fair. For Platte County, the big deal when I was growing up, maybe not so much now, maybe it is, I don't know, we haven't been to that portion in a while, was the Mudathon and Demolition Derby. That was huge. We would get there hours before and sit in the stands to save a seat because, again, extended family would show up and we'd all have to be there. We were there like, oh my gosh. The sun was still out. Of course, the fair is like end of July. It's the hottest week of the year, it seems. It's always the hottest week of the year. So we'd have to sit there and save everybody's seats until it started at like 7 o'clock. And then that's when it finally started to cool down. You had shade. We would bring coolers. Like, it was a big deal to like save everybody's seat. So the Mudathon is always fun. Demolition Derby. I couldn't really get that one across in a fabric design per se, because you could go a ton of different routes with that, with like your favorite car colors, almost like a NASCAR thing, your favorite demo car. So I went with tractor pull, and this, to honor our farmers, we are farmers as well, if you didn't know. We do have land. It's about 12 acres. We don't farm it ourselves. We have somebody who does farm it for us. But I can say I'm growing corn this year, so I'm excited about that. I'm hoping to maybe get some corn stalks for the yard for fall, for decor. But yeah, so this is in honor of all of the awesome farmers we have and the work that they do. So we have the color of our tractor, which is green, and intermingled is brown for the earth. So this is a very, very pretty green to stitch on. My whole intent in, usually I have like, it's selfish, but I have like a pattern in mind, like, oh, I gotta have a fabric for that, so this is gonna be this for this series. This was not the case at all. I had nothing in mind. I just wanted to do something cool that was for a tractor pull. So when I started trying to figure out patterns and stuff to stitch on this, I got a little worried. But then once I dug into it and started stitching, this is a fantastic, and I'm telling you now so you can get it, a fantastic Christmas fabric to stitch on. And I have a piece to show you. White pops, ribbon red, like your bright reds are gonna rock on this. Bright browns, like I have a piece, I will show you. Medium greens, not so much. Dark greens, not so much. You need brighter, lighter greens, and I'll show you in the piece. But this is awesome. This is awesome for Christmas. I am just telling you now, because Christmas in July is only a few months away, so you better stock up. Like, this is an awesome, awesome Christmas fabric. Unintentional, totally unintentional. Winter stitching would look good on this. The one who does, I cannot think, it's not cottage, maybe it is Cottage Garden. The one who does all the animals, like the big patterns for the animals, like a fox would look awesome on this fabric. So very cool. This is tractor pull. So that is it for county fair. So we have our food, we've got our buildings, our exhibition centers, and we've got our entertainment. So that covers, the only thing I didn't cover were rides, and I'm not really into Ferris wheels or rides. Maybe that's in another fabric series. We'll do like, I don't know, something like that in amusement park. But this is county fair, and I'm so excited to show you like all of this. So let's go over this again. Funnel cake, cotton candy, whitewashed wood, blue ribbon, butter cow, beauty queen, and tractor pull. So that is the fabric series. And I mentioned opalescent because honestly, when I had blue ribbon in mind, that was the original fabric I had in like years ago. So blue ribbon I knew was going to be awesome, and it was going to be great for county fair. Little did I know, it is even more awesome in opalescent. So I'm just going to show you. I took 4 of the pieces in county fair and I made them opalescent, so you have quite a bit of variety to choose from. So here is blue ribbon opalescent, and I'm gonna try and get the opalescent in here. Yeah, you can see it. Like, that's amazing. It is. It's just amazing. It's gorgeous. So, blue ribbon opalescent, cotton candy opalescent. There you go. Beauty queen. And last but not least, butter cow. It's there, I'm telling you. It's just hard to see on video. Oh, there. So as far as yellows go, we have mustard from the Autumn Fabric series, and we have pineapple from the Summer Fruit Fabric series. I would call this, when I compare it to mustard and pineapple, this is a medium yellow when you set them all together. This has a little bit more modeling that's darker than pineapple would. So if you're looking for like super light yellow, go pineapple. If you're looking for middle of the road, go butter cow. And then for fall stitching, mustard all the way. It is gorgeous. So that is it for Opalescent. I'm gonna fan them because they're just pretty. They're just so pretty, guys. Awesome. All right, so these are live in the shop. So Linda Fabric, Ada, and Opalescent. Again, if you want linen, contact the shops down below. They have received by now all the information on County Fair. So let's get into the stitches I did because they're freaking awesome. Okay, so first off, let's go with blue ribbon. And this is Maryland Blue Crab by Artist Design. Now, I know what you're saying. It's not blue. It's not a blue crab, Amber. I know. I did what I usually do. I changed it. And I would call it maybe a Caribbean crab instead of a Maryland blue crab. But nevertheless, it is gorgeous. And this is my first pattern I did by Artist Design, and I love it. It's so cute. Now, she designed this as a monochromatic, and I tried to do it monochromatic, and I could not do that. I had to add more color. So I did all classic colorworks, just my favorite, what I thought would work, just very beachy. I think the crab is shrimp cocktail, but super, super cute. And this is on, like I said, the blue ribbon. This is stitched on 14 count. And I made it into a pillow, and I have crab fabric. Just super cute. This fabric is old. It's from a quilt I made, Corbin, years ago. I took a stab at, it was a mermaid quilt. I took a stab at designing my own quilt blocks and quilt pattern. So that was fun. It was challenging. It did turn out, so I was happy about that. But it's so cute. Look at that. So super cute. It's great. Blue ribbon. All right, and then next, I want to show you tractor pull. Like I said, the best Christmas fabric. So I'm just telling you guys, get it now so you can start planning, because it's perfect. It's perfect. So this is Mrs. Claus's gingerbread, and look at it. It's just so stinking cute. Let me back up. Now, the finished piece as it is not done. I want to put some like greenery up here, but it's still a little early. The new greenery isn't out yet. So eventually I will have more stuff up here, but I used her called for colors, except for the green. I used my favorite Cosmo, let me look here, Cosmo 117 for the green. It's the same Cosmo floss, maybe not color, but same Cosmo, because they just do greens really well. Similar to when I stitched a Stitching with the Housewives Christmas piece on Oh Christmas Tree from the classic Christmas series. Oh Christmas Tree, if you guys remember, is a full green piece with like, it like looks like you're laying under the Christmas tree and you're looking up and you see like the lights and everything. Super, super green and darker in spots as well. This lighter, and just for whatever reason, Cosmo can do it. Their green is gorgeous on green fabric. Let's see, the only real change I made was on Mrs. Claus. I made her not ribbon red. I made her ladybug. So just to add a little bit more pink in there than just red. So super, super cute. My finishing piece is from Hobby Lobby. It was from the kitchen section, like the hanging pictures. It had kitchen utensils on it, and I just spray painted it black. So very, very cute. I added magnets on here, so I could possibly use this for Halloween stitching in the future. So, or winter. So there you have it. This is Mrs. Claus gingerbread stitched on 14 count tractor pull. And believe it or not, this was actually a really fast stitch. I started this in January. I remember exactly when I started it. It was during a huge snowstorm where everybody was told to stay home, but we had bought tickets to an MU basketball game. And we decided, we'll see if we can do it. So in the car to Columbia, which is usually about 2 hours, it took a little bit longer than that, just because it was slow and it was negative whatever degrees. I got all the white done, like up here. I got gingerbread and Mrs. Claus and like even like the white in the border. I got that completely finished. Like it was super, super fast stitching, and I was able to do it in the car. So that tells you this is easy fabric to work with. So yeah. And then, yeah, the MU game was really fun. We had never been to one, and we wanted to show Corbin like the college experience, because we've been like not touring colleges, but we've been like driving through the campuses wherever we're at. So we've done Missouri State, we've done Maryville, or Northwest, or was it Northwest? And now Columbia. And then we also did University of Louisville while we were there for archery, just to give her like an idea of like campus and campus life and that kind of thing. So that was really fun. I love stitching because it's like I remember what I was doing, where I was at for the most part on every piece. So it's nice when I can look at a certain piece and go, oh, we were on vacation when I stitched that, or oh, we were, I don't know, there's one Christmas piece that we were in Yellowstone and we were camping and I was sitting and stitching Santa Claus while I was watching chipmunks fight. So it's just fun. I love stitching like that you remember like what you were doing as you were doing it. So, okay, so that was tractor pull. Next, let's move on to butter cow. And this is, let me get to it. This is Ladybug Picnic by Hands On Design. Super cute. I just modified the colors because white is so like, I was afraid to use a lot of white because I felt like it would just like fade into the yellow. I modified my colors a bit, but as you can see on these Smyrnas, they're all white and they pop. So it is thicker and they're bigger stitches, so white does pop off of it. So if you are doing that, it'll work. But I used my own favorite Classic Colorworks. I wanted to stitch Ladybug Classic Colorworks on the Ladybug. Like that was my initial intent. So very cute. I stitched this on 14 count butter cow, and I was so involved in like picking the colors and making sure it was on butter cow that I forgot to print out the 16 count and stitch it on that. So this is way too big to be finished like this, which was stitched on 16 count. This is the B by Hands On Design. I cannot remember the name of the pattern, but I stitched this on 16 count Liberty from the Liberty fabric series. So it's a great patriotic fabric. But so that's my dilemma with that, and why it's not fully finished is because it's too dang big. So I gotta figure something out. I need like a 6-inch finish. I tried a hoop so you can kind of see the lines. I tried a hoop because I had wrapped the hoop in fabric like I've done before, and it just wasn't working. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I'll find something and I'll get it done and I'll show it to you guys. But nevertheless, it's still pretty. I'll get it done, I promise. But all right, Ladybug Picnic, Hands On Design, butter cow. Okay, My last stitch I have for you from the County Fair Fabric series is, let me get to the page. Okay. It is Spring Bell Jar by Tiny Modernist. This is gorgeous. This was on her Patreon account, and I believe it was released, I want to say February or March, one of those months. And I love it. I knew instantly cotton candy. Like, I just knew it. It's like sometimes you know how you know. That was it with this. I used her called for colors, which are beautiful. This is a DMC palette, and it's just, it's delicious. It looks so good on cotton candy. Originally, this is like, the whole cross stitch pattern is like, it finishes into a rectangle. So there's like a lot more flowers and leaves and all sorts of stuff. I knew I wanted to finish it in this way and shape. So I omitted those and just like tried to fit to where this finishing piece was. So know that going in, if you purchase the pattern, it's a full rectangle. There's a lot more going on than what I did. But this is spring with the hummingbird. I know I have the fall bell jar, and it's got like a hedgehog in it, and he's like super cute. So I need to stitch that one up. So I'm assuming since she has a fall and a spring, that there will be a summer and a winter. So that would be really, really cute bell jars. But yeah, I stitched this on 14 count, used the called for colors. As you can see, white pops, and even these like purple colors that are very similar to the color of fabric, they work. They work beautifully. And the greens pop, and the yellows are gorgeous. I love it. So that is bell jar, and then I finished this on a piece in Hobby Lobby. It's the same piece I used for my mom's beehive finish by Cherry Hill Stitchery. That's on my social media. You can find it, like, it has like a Bible verse on it. Actually, I can just pop it off and I can show you. It's probably easier. So it says that it's this wonderful shape, and I did the math and the tracing. I cried a little. No, I didn't. But I had to do the math to get the shape just right. I did. It's pretty good. So there you have it. It's a little off, but I was doing it by hand with a rotary cutter, which is difficult. So there you have it, Spring Bell Jar by Tiny Modernist. And this was on her Patreon account. So I don't know when it'll be fully released. But that is it for the finishes for County Fair. So let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe this video. The likes and the subscribes help me grow on my Flosstube and help me like spread Flosstube fabric love to everybody else. So make sure you like and subscribe the video. Leave a comment down below which one is your favorite, any like favorite county fair memories that you have, or state fair memories. Leave those down below. Yeah, so let me show you a couple more finishes, and then I'll show you my one whip. There is no change, but I wanted to show you the fabric that I am actually stitching on a whitewashed wood that is in County Fair. This is what is this? Flea Market Flowers. Still working on it. You guys have seen this in the last like 3 or 4 Flosstubes. I think maybe I did this since the last one. I don't know. But it's gorgeous. I'll end up framing it. It's so pretty. I'm using Color and Cotton floss, the Renaissance Fair pack, or floss collection, whatever you call it. That's what I'm using. So that's my one whip I can show you. I can't show you anything else because it's all top secret confidential. That will be coming out soon. So I'll show you guys that when it's time. I do have a couple more finishes for you. So last Flosstube was Yankee Doodle Darlings, where I showed the patriotic cross stitch fabric. I had stitched USA Tier by Erin Elizabeth, and I had finished it, but I hadn't fully finished it. So I wanted to show you it fully finished. It's stitched on 14 count Old Glory, and she is glorious. I pulled my own mix of Classic Colorworks. And then since I have, as you can see back here, I have two Erin Elizabeth tier trays. I've got my watermelon and I've got my summer one. Let me pull this one down. I use these to display. I got them at Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and they're perfect for the tier trays. So really, this is how it will be displayed in my patriotic stuff that's more in the house here. So there you have it. And then, oh, this is the summer tier, and it was stitched on 14 count opalescent watermelon from the summer fruit fabric series. I used called for DMC. Okay, and then another patriotic finish. It's old, but I wanted to show you guys again. This is Liberty Pennies by Hands On Design. Supposed to be the same finish as the bee that I have. I've done the haunted house, and Ladybug Picnic was supposed to be this size, but it is not, clearly. So this is Liberty Pennies. I stitched this on 16 count watering can from our Summer Veggies fabric series. This is a beautiful gray charcoal. It's like you're looking down into a metal watering can. There's a little bit of hint of blue in there. It's like the water, the reflection of the water and the metal gives you this, and it's gorgeous. I picked my own just favorite Classic Colorworks floss for this. Yeah, and I finished it on the paddle from Chantel 141, the called for paddle. So there you go. Two more finishes for you. My mom finally got me the last Brenda stitch from Jelly Bean Jubilee, and here is this gorgeous Easter bunny, or should I say handsome Easter bunny, and he has freshly painted his Easter egg, and it's super cute. She stitched this on 14 count Picnic Aqua from the Picnic Gingham series. And if you recall, the whole Jelly Bean Jubilee by With Thy Needle, Brenda Gervais, we mixed Connect the Dots fabric with Picnic Gingham to kind of show you can mix and match those fabrics and they work beautifully together. So this is the Picnic Aqua, and she used the called for DMC, and it all works. I finished this into a pillow. All of them are finished into pillows. You can see the rest of the designs or the finishes in my Instagram. And I finished it with a yellow background. I kind of went a little big on the covering, but it'll work. But it turned out really cute, just a light yellow fabric for that. And then my last one is, I stitched this past weekend going to Louisville. It was a super quick stitch. I actually started this is Beach Rules. I actually started the rest of the Beach Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches on a piece of fabric that you can't see yet. But this is the color palette that I picked It's gorgeous. I love it. It works on the new fabric as well as this Yeti. If you remember back to Winter Walk. Yeti is fantastic for beach stitching, I have found. This is my second piece. The first piece I did, you might remember from the Winter Walk Flosstube. I stitched, it's called The Beach. It was the O in the Home series with Stitching In with the Housewives. I pulled my own color palette. It was gorgeous. I put it away after Flosstube because it wasn't beach season yet, because it was like November when I stitched it, and I can't find it now. It's downstairs in my office somewhere, but I have no idea where. So, because I wanted to pull both and do photos of both to show you, hey, Yeti's great for beach. I can't do that. So hopefully I find it, but this will suffice enough. Yeti is fantastic for the beach. It's like a dirty white background with light gray and light blue hashing like throughout it. It's great. So your sand colors are going to show up. White is a little sus. Like, it's a little hard to see. Just don't do anything big and white. That's, I mean, you're not really for a beach scene anyway. But very, very cute. I love this color combination. It is Ripe Melon, Goldfish, and Queen Bee. It looks like an ombre effect. I love it. I'm going to use it more. And yeah, I turned it into a pillow using the same mermaid fabric as this guy. This is like a coral shell piece. And then on the back are just a bunch of cute fishes. Just cute fishes for the pillow. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna continue to work on this and other things. So that is all I have for you. Hopefully I'm not too shiny for you. I am sweating a little. It's getting hot in here. I need to turn these lights off. Hopefully the air conditioning is back on when you see this video. Yeah, so that is it. That's all I have for you guys. We'll do a quick recap of County Fair. Thank you for joining me for the fair. As always, I appreciate you guys just being here and supporting me and liking what I do. I do really cool stuff and I want to show you guys, so I appreciate that. So we got funnel cake or corn dog, whatever your favorite fair batter is, call it that. Cotton candy, whitewashed wood, blue ribbon, butter cow, beauty queen, and tractor pull. All right, so I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, a happy early summer. Are we in summer? I don't really know. I hope you are having just a wonderful time stitching and planning your future stitching. So I will talk to you guys later.